Welcome. Please come in. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you. I've been waiting for you. I've been hoping you'd come. This might sound strange, because we've never met before. But you see, you've arrived at a special place. But it's only a special place when you're here. I think you'll truly come to understand before your rest is through. This is the entrance hall. Up this wide, gently sloping marble staircase is the reception hall. Follow me. This is, as you would suspect, a very old home. It is old enough to decay, but instead it endures via the appreciation, trust, and acceptance it is given by its inhabitants. It needs you to be here as much as you do. Now, we're entering the reception hall. Come with me to the left. You see the large fireplace, dark now, sleeping in its ashes, waiting to silently signal the countryside of the warmth within, with slowly rising puffs of smoke. Here we are, another stairwell, but this one spiral. You've gone up just to go down again. Sometimes it's not the only way, but the best way. In this case, it's both. These stairs, though, are crumbling from disuse. So out of respect of our means and our destination, please, following my count, descend slowly. Mentally as well, for your escape from a loud, obnoxious, and frustrating world begins in earnest now. There are 10 steps. 1. Hold the cool mahogany handrail as you follow me. 2. Take a deep breath. Now 3. There. And now another deep breath. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. We are now in a dressing room. Here are 2 of my attendants, who tonight will be attending to you. I chose them for their attractiveness and submissiveness. If you are not used to their servility, I hope you'll indulge yourself while you're here. Let them undress you, unwrap you in a silk robe in preparation for entry into your bedchamber. You needn't feel any shame with me. I know one important thing about you. It's what led you here, and it's what I love you for. I, of course, don't know anything more about you, and obviously cannot love you completely. But for that special part of you that brought that special part of you here, that is what I can love in you, completely and deeply. Give yourself over to my care. Thank you. Your servants will now remove your shirt. Let us make every daily ritual an opportunity for cleansing, renewal, or growth. As they pull this shirt over your head, you change state from public life to private. You remove a frustration that was unresolved. The shirt was worn for that world, and it's now placed to the side, just as the frustration is only useful for that world and is now placed aside. Which of your servants would you like to remove your clothes from the waist down? Excellent choice. Lift one leg while the other removes your shoe. As these shoes are removed, so is the responsibility you felt today. One you didn't want to be burdened with. So, like your empty shoes, you have the weight that was pressing down, now lifted, and the pressure relieved. Now, your chosen attendant will remove the most intimate clothes. These shield us, protect us, restrain us. So, as they slide down your legs, feel the shackles of the outside society fall as well. As you step out of them now, you have freedom. Surprisingly, in our free world, this can be a rare feeling. I hope you feel it, and you enjoy it, because it's your right as a person. Saying this, I leave it up to you, whether to take the robe your favorite servant offers. Your comfort is all that matters now. Let's proceed to your bedroom. As you can see, this room can have very few other functions than to house this bed. It is almost excessively comfortable, which will cause you to be completely indolent and not much use to anyone. But that is the point of this bed. I have other beds for other things, but this one is to serve you the sweetest sleep you have ever known. Why don't you climb into it now? As you can see, it's large enough to hold 10 of you in any configuration. Take your time and find a comfortable spot. The servants are crawling in to facilitate your adjustments. I can tell by your expression that the mattress is perfect for you. So soft that you can't even feel where your body meets it. And the sheets, they touch your skin, but dissipate like clouds. You are surrounded by the finest natural materials, all completely allergen-free. So be inviting to every new fiber you feel. That favorite servant of yours, who is by your head, likes to think of themselves as a healer. I don't know if I believe that yet, but I do know that sessions under those hands leave me feeling deeply relaxed, completely relaxed, hopelessly relaxed. Those amazing hands will now start above your forehead, and though they will never touch you, you will somehow feel their presence. That feeling is the energy between you interacting. Does it heal? Maybe. Does it feel good? Absolutely. You have begun to feel this almost tingling sensation in your forehead. And as those hands move slowly down, you feel it around your cheek and jaw. Now, hands hover over your chest. Relaxation spreads across to both shoulders. You feel the tingle around the periphery of your exposed torso. Their hands are now on either side of your navel. Hands so close, but not touching, give the skin an intangible tension. It wants to be touched. This is what skin is for. Here, your servant is using your skin for another purpose. To send a signal of deep release to any muscles that might be stubborn to surrender. By now, your forearms and hands at your sides should be picking up on the nearby tingles that are passing intermittently over you like an evening breeze. The next position should send a similar wave down your legs. Can you feel where the hands are now? They're so close, I'm sure you do. Right above your upper thighs. I just turned on a few humidifiers. You shouldn't be able to hear them, but you should be able to feel the gentle mist laying softly upon your skin and then disappearing. As you breathe in, you carry the moisture and it softens the delicate passageways. Your breathing is deeper. I can see it. Deep, but effortless. Now, I can see you are ready for the final phase of your stay here. Your deep, satisfying sleep. After you've drifted into dreamland, I will leave and close the door. It locks when I do, and only you can open it. This way, you know you are safe and secure. Nothing can harm you, and you feel only pleasure while you're here. Please stay as long as you like. Your presence gives me the warmth that only another soul can give. I will be elsewhere in the castle, but your energy will vibrate in the walls and cloak me like a warm blanket. This pleases me so much, because I know someone has accepted this place, my home, and with it, myself. Thank you for coming, but bless you for staying. Right now, I will sit in that soft chair at the head of the bed and read you a story from another time. I will try to refrain from coloring it with my own interpretation of the emotions, instead favoring a constant, incantatory rhythm designed to pull you down the lazy river of sleep. The hare that ran away. There was once a little nervous hare who was always afraid that something dreadful was going to happen to her. She was always saying, "Suppose the earth were to fall in, what would happen to me?" And she said this so often that at last she thought it really was about to happen. One day, she had been saying over and over again, "Suppose the earth were to fall in, what would happen to me?" She heard a slight noise. It really was only a heavy fruit which had fallen upon a rustling leaf. But the little hare was so nervous, she was ready to believe anything. And she said in a frightened tone, the earth is falling in. She ran away as fast as she could go, and presently she met an old brother hare who said, "Where are you running to, Mistress Hare?" And the little hare said, "I have no time to stop and tell you anything. The earth is falling in, and I am running away." "The earth is falling in, is it?" said the old brother hare, in a tone of much astonishment, and repeated this to his brother hare, and he to his brother hare, and he to his brother hare, until at last there were 100,000 brother hares all shouting, "The earth is falling in." Now presently the bigger animals began to take up the cry. First the deer, and then the sheep, and then the wild boar, and then the buffalo, and then the camel, and then the tiger, and then the elephant. Now the wise lion heard all this noise and wondered at it. "There are no signs," he said, "of the earth falling in. They must have heard something." And then he stopped them all short and said, "What is this you are saying?" And the elephant said, "I remarked that the earth was falling in." "How do you know this?" asked the lion. "Why, now come to think of it, it was the tiger that remarked it to me." And the tiger said, "I heard it from the camel." And the camel said, "I heard it from the buffalo." And the buffalo from the wild boar, and the wild boar from the sheep, and the sheep from the deer, and the deer from the hares. And the hares said, "Oh, we heard it from that little hare." And the lion said, "Little hare, what made you say that the earth was falling in?" And the little hare said, "I saw it." "You saw it," said the lion. "Where?" "Yonder, by the tree." "Well," said the lion, "come with me, and I will show you how." "No, no," said the hare. "I would not go near that place for anything. I am so nervous." "But," said the lion, "I am going to take you on my back." And he took her on his back, and begged the animals to stay where they were until they returned. Then he showed the little hare how the fruit had fallen upon the leaf, making the noise that had frightened her. And she said, "Yes, I see. The earth is not falling in." And the lion said, "Shall we go back and tell the other animals?" And they went back. The little hare stood before the animals and said, The earth is not falling in. And all the animals began to repeat this to one another, and they dispersed gradually, and you heard the words more and more softly. The earth is not falling in. The earth is not falling in. The earth is not falling in. Until the sound died away altogether. Please, if you ever feel like that little hare, let me be the lion to lead you back to the fruit tree, to show you that the earth is not falling in. Good night. I will never see you again in the same way that it said that you can never step in the same stream twice. We will never meet again, because when you return, you will not be the same.